Welcome back, class. Today we're going over a brand new mechanic that is debuting in Attack on Titan Origins of Power later this year, actually next month, as of time of recording. And this new mechanic is called Outwit, and it's a little complicated, so bear with us. So, Outwit, as they say in this Universus article, modifies responses similar in a way to deadlock or combo. So instead of being an actual ability type, it is more a restrictor on response abilities, similar to how deadlock can obviously lock abilities like enhances and responses to a specific point in the game when your rival would have 11 or more foundations, or combo, which restricts an enhance or response based on what is in your card pool. Outwit has a new type of response requirement. And the requirement is the card with the Outwit response must be face down and ready in your stage for the ability to be played. That's tricky. As you play the ability, the card unflips and commits itself, coming out of nowhere to surprise your opponent. Think of this similar to trap cards in Yu-Gi-Oh, where you have to turn your face down card face up, but also in our game you have to commit it. So an example of a Outwit ability is here on Buying Time. The response has the Outwit here in brackets, that is your cost. The response will activate as normal, but only if Buying Time is currently face down and ready in your stage. Then you unflip Buying Time and commit it as your cost. And the response says, after your rival plays an attack, look at the top card of your deck. You may discard one card. If you do, build the top card of your deck face down. So, if Buying Time is currently face down and ready in your stage at the time your opponent plays an attack, you may unflip Buying Time and commit it to activate the response with this Outwit ability. So this is tricky. Incredibly tricky. This is going to be a lot more stage management. You're going to have to constantly wonder if your rivals face down foundations that they built in, say, from the top of their deck or from their hand, have Outwit abilities, and you're going to have to keep track of your own face down foundations of what has Outwit abilities. Granted, you can still build foundations without Outwit abilities face up, like during your turn, you can build them as forms, and then flip them with other various effects, and then they would be able to access their Outwit abilities, which means cards that flip foundations for cost are going to get a lot more use out of these Outwit abilities. Or cards like Cabin Hideout here, which can commit itself to build one card from your hand face down, you can build a foundation with Outwit on it. And Armin here deals with Outwit abilities. As with like Battle Plan here, this is another Outwit ability. After one or more of your foundations is committed due to a rival effect, your rival sacrifices a foundation. So, say your rival uses Stun 1. You have to commit a foundation. If this is face up or face down and ready in your stage when you commit that foundation, you may then unflip Battle Plan and commit it in order to do XYZ. So Outwit is kind of a limiter on the response, and it's making you jump through one more hoop, but allowing you to surprise your rival with tricks that they might not have thought about. So it can be very interesting, and I'm interested to see what other kind of Outwit abilities we get on more foundations as they come. But as of now, since we just found out about this ability type yesterday as of time of recording, it seems a little bit more complicated than it needs to be, but I'm not here to judge, I'm here to teach. So, with that in mind, that is the basics of the Outwit modifier on responsibilities, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, class dismissed.